They're like, just stand there and just.
Good morning. It's wonderful to see all of you, and Happy New Year. My name is Barbara Kraus, and together with my husband Paul, we have been members here at UUFN for nearly 9 years. We've witnessed growth and challenges and continue to believe our strongest asset is the people who give their love, time, and talents. If you're visiting today, we're delighted to have you with us. Please join us after the service for coffee and conversation. We'd love to get to know you better. Later in the service today, we will take our Share the Plate offering as a way to care for the wider world. Each month, we share our offering with an organization that embodies Unitarian Universalist values in the world. This month's recipient is National Alliance on Mental Health, or NAMI. NAMI is the nation's largest grassroots organization dedicated to building better lives for millions of Americans affected by mental illness. These donations are one of many tangible ways that we offer support to those who are struggling. During the offering later, you may put cash or a check in the basket or donate online from our website, uunorthfield.org. If you are paying your pledge by check, please note in the memo line either capital pledge or annual pledge. There will also be instructions on the screen during the offertory time. I also call your attention to the announcements in your order of service and weekly email. First, join us for our annual winter, spring, Sunday services planning meeting and be part of the conversation about worship services here at UUFN. During this meeting, we'll brainstorm about the monthly themes and plan our worship services through June. Those who want to be worship associates are especially encouraged to attend, but all are welcome. We'll gather on a regular Sunday morning Zoom link, and I believe this is January 7th. Secondly, January's soup supper is called Hurry On In for Hot Dish. Mark Friday, January 10th at 6 o'clock, right here on your calendars. Enjoy conversation and good food. Bring a hot dish to share if you'd like, but remember that everyone does not necessarily have to bring something every time. All are welcome. Please RSVP to Gail Hendershot. And next Sunday, join Reverend Sarah and the UUFN community as we launch 2025 with our January theme, The Practice of Story. Again, welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Northfield. Thank you, Taylor. The opening words are taken from a piece I wrote with this time of year in mind. It's entitled, Transformation Becomes Us. We arrive with attitudes, behaviors, and baggage that diminish our light. Dismal brightness, out of sync rhythms, forgotten nature. Vanish all that distracts our greatness. It is our choice to make. Come, let us worship together. The flaming chalice is the symbol of Unitarian Universalism. Each Sunday when we gather, we bring this symbol to life together. Please join me in speaking the words for the lighting of the chalice. Let us open our eyes to see what is beautiful. Let us open our minds to learn what is true. Let us open our hearts to love one another. And the opening hymn is number 18 in the gray hymnal, entitled, What Wondrous Love. Please rise in body or spirit and join us in singing. We now move into our time of centering and connection. Please take a breath with me. We use our chalice flame to light our candles of community. We light our first candle as a blessing for the wider world, calling to mind the lights of Hanukkah, which started on the 25th, and Kwanzaa, which began on the 26th. And we move into a time of shared sacred silence, an extended silence today, so that we might hear what love is trying to tell us. Amen, and blessed be. We will now expand our circle of care as we gratefully give and receive our Share the Plate offering for National Alliance on Mental Health. This is one way that we make our care for the world tangible. Will the ushers please come forward?
In your order of service, you'll notice that Peter Allen is going to be speaking today. Unfortunately, Peter called me this morning and said, I am ill. So I'm sorry that he's not here in person. However, I have his words and his permission to read his poem that he was going to give to you. Now, he has just come up with a brand new collection, which will be published soon for those of you who are interested in his work. It is a magnificent collection. Peter is an outstanding poet. We're blessed to have him as part of our community. The title of the poem that he was to read today, and I'll read to you, is called New Year's 2024. Long ago, before the days of vertigo, Before a black cat with yellow eyes came again, I was a child unaware of time, looking forward to Christmas smells and unwrapping paper that Santa brought full of toys just for me. At Christmas, my father and I walked through a stand of white pine onto the baker's land, right next to us in the country of 1959. We were 3 miles from Gaithersburg, our town of 150, soon to be obscured by suburban sprawl forever. But I didn't know that then. Now, Mr. Baker worked for NASA as an expert diamond cutter to create lens and optical devices for rockets in outer space. At 7, I did know the tree we picked and dragged through the fluffy snow wouldn't be good enough for my mother. So Daddy and I would cut extra branches to wire in where there were empty spaces. 20 years later, on New Year's Eve, I kissed my wife for the first time. We've been together ever since. We choose our Christmas tree together. There are no complaints. We fill the empty spaces with decorations, love, and joy. On my New Year's morning walk, the sun is low and it's hard to see, but I think of a baby in the trough of a manger who will say, "Love your neighbor." Now I am home. Mother, daughter, father, son, and baby, we lift up our arms to rejoice. Thank you, Peter. And now, just about now, we will sing together the Burning Bowl Carol. This is a long tradition in my history of doing burning bowl ceremonies, maybe 25 years worth. I wrote this that long ago and have always loved it and enforced it on people in this situation. So please forgive me if you can, but I'll rather like it. At one point, I remember in time, I even imposed it on a group of Rotarians. Oh, there was a ruffle in the crowd, believe me. Anyway, it's sung to the tune of Good King Wenceslas. Before we begin to sing, however, I would like to just express a thank you at this end of year. It has been a rather remarkable year, and I think many of us have come together to support each other with love and joy and kindness. In my overextended tenure on the board, I had so much support from so many of you, and I just want to express my deep appreciation and gratitude for all of you, the love you share and the expertise that you contribute to our marvelous organization. Looking forward to the next year. So you just remain seated. Does everyone have it in their program? You should have a copy of the Burning Bowl Carol words. Is that true? Okay, good. And if you don't, well, Barbara now there's a larger copy for you. It's easier to read. Okay. Now it is dark and it is cold. We have come together to fill up this burning bowl with our slips of paper. Take our thoughts of pain and toss them in the fire. Lose the thoughts that must be lost midst the flaming fire. Oh, that's so beautiful. We cast off what makes us old, older and downtrodden. We cast off what makes us sad, lonely or forgotten. We behold the light of love, flickering flames are mounting. In the bowl the burning brings blessings without counting. So, come ye now, embrace the New Year's resolutions. to be free of fear and doubt, free of self-delusions. Come and cast your paper in the bowl for burning. La 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 da 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 la 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 da da da. See, I've done this so many times I forgot the last two. Okay, anyway, beautiful. Thank you very much for the Burning Bowl Carol. And now I will hand the program over to my lovely wife Barbara, who has reimagined the Burning Bowl ceremony. We have stages of the Burning Bowl ceremony. Of course, we will begin with the burning of your piece of paper that you should have. I'm assuming everyone has a little tiny piece of paper with it. Now, shortly I will show you how to do that because it's very important that you know how to do that. But Barbara has reimagined this, and it's going to be delightful. So I will pass the baton over here and get out of the way.
Okay. What we've all been waiting for, the annual Burning Bowl ceremony. This year's Burning Bowl ceremony, however, is a ritual that I invite you to individually and privately engage in. It has 4 stages. First, preparing mentally, emotionally, and physically for the ritual. Second stage, witnessing the burning bowl. Third, renewing through the arch of transformation. Who knew? And finally, creating a UUFN mandala for 2025. Stage 1, preparing mentally, emotionally, and physically for the ritual. The burning bowl ritual helps us to find meaning in change, dark into light, old into new, resisting into allowing, through a series of focused actions. It provides a framework that helps us privately balance the unknown ahead with the deliberate decision to let go of the past. Some of those pasts may be ineffective qualities that have been holding us back. There is no hurry, rather contemplation. May this ritual reflect your increased inner light and the return to your true self. For those on Zoom, I encourage you to imagine going through the process as best you can. Now, please clear your laps, except for the flash paper that you received when you first arrived. If anyone needs paper, simply raise your hand and the ushers will provide one. All right. Now, if you will, please focus on your breath. Inhale slowly. Exhale completely. Do this 2 more times on your own. Now take a few moments to bring to mind any counterproductive thoughts, actions, or attitudes, qualities that are no longer helpful to you. For each one you recall, imagine it making its way on to the paper that you're holding. These qualities are no longer a part of you. They reside on the flash paper. When you're ready to continue, please look up. Now, Paul will demonstrate the remaining stages of the ritual. And after that, I'll invite you again to participate. Stage 2, witnessing the burning bowl. You are about to start the transformation process. Thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors are no longer part of you, but imbued on the flash paper and will be purified by fire.
This is a very important point. This is your flash paper, nicely protected from your fingers by this delicate creature, okay? The most important thing when lighting the fire, and this is flash, so it doesn't take long for it to be consumed, and it's quite lovely. However, do not do this. We all sort of know that flames rise up. So do not put your finger like this, let it off, but touch it from below, and as you'll see, as you touch it from below, and there's no smoke, and there's no ash, and you just drop this into the bowl. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, thank you.
All right. So how we begin is row by row. You'll come down this aisle, okay, our aisle over here. And when it's your turn to approach the burning bowl, I'd like you to think, I let old qualities go and make room for new ones that support my truth. And to give you a little bit of coaching, there's a stand right there with a big sheet of paper on it, large print, that you can look at before it's your time to come up to the burning bowl, and that may help. Stage 3, renewing through the arch of transformation. Hold on one moment. Thank you. Now turn to the arch. It has colorful streamers and leisurely walk toward it, which you've already done, stopping to observe. The streamers represent change from old to new ways of being, thinking, and acting. The colors stand for love, diversity, unique talents and contributions, commitment, and imagination. Slowly make your way through the streamers. Feel them touch your body and hear their rustle amplify the sounds of the universe. Reaching the other side of the streamers calls you to renewal and the balance between spaciousness and your newly uploaded qualities. Your mind and heart are free to be. So you'll stop to observe the streamers and their colors, then you'll move slowly through them, noticing how they touch your body, and you'll tune into their sounds. Stage 4, creating a UUFN mandala for 2025. At this point, each of us will have prepared, witnessed, and transformed our light. The final step is to create a visual of wholeness, the mandala, if you will, that incorporates our new ways of being in the universe and how we relate to each other. Paul will now hold that up. At this final stage, you would write a word or two or draw a symbol on the mandala. This will represent your transformation. Possible examples might be the word peace, or maybe the infinity symbol, the sideways 8. Your increased light is made real through your word or symbol and joins that of others, resulting in a community of inclusivity, resourcefulness, solidarity, and wholeness. So again, you'll write 1 or 2 words, or maybe draw a symbol. It represents your transformation, and by contributing it to the whole on the mandala, a significant meaning that is greater than that of the individual parts alone is resulting. And you will be accompanied in your mindfulness by Paul's handpan playing. So that you get the feel for it and it doesn't distract you, but rather enhance your thinking and feeling. He's going to start it now. Initially, you prepared to engage in this ritual of letting go and renewal by completing stage 1 in your spots, in your chairs. I now invite you to mindfully continue your participation in the remaining 3 stages of the ritual. Each stage offers large print, standalone wording that will help focus your mind and heart as you complete it. The rows over here will start, and if you could just, first people toward the front, line up, going back, and then the first person will come to the burning bowl. And you'll be on your own to continue since Paula is showing you the way. thank you all for participating. May we each be renewed in qualities that better serve us, ones that reflect our truth, and may we be strengthened in love, commitment, and gratitude. The closing words begin with a haiku that acknowledges a great mystery of life, the heart, followed by part 2 of Transformation Becomes Us. Mysterious heart balances light and dark like swirling northern lights. We leave our attitudes, behaviors, and spaciousness refined by light. Our exponentially increasing brilliance intensifies. Rhythms of the universe peak. Transformation becomes us. May it be so. We join in the words for extinguishing our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And now, may the longtime sun, if you'll please rise in spirit or in body, and with your hands over your heart or holding the hand of someone next to you, or whatever posture works for you. We sing together words of blessing, one to another. Go in peace. Happy New Year.